I have absolutely no idea how to code, and in this video I will try to build an $100,000 app with Firebase Studio. I will show you all the mistakes I made, the roadblocks that I faced, and how I managed to overcome them, so you have a very good idea of what to expect when you first start building your first project. Now a lot of you might ask, why use Firebase Studio and not something else? Because at the time of this recording, it is completely free, unlike other AI no-code builders. And because it allows us to use the most powerful AI model on the planet right now, Gemini 2.5. So the first thing we need to do is to go to firebase.studio. Once we're there, we'll click on Try Firebase Studio, and this will bring us inside this interface. Here we have the prompt box. Underneath it we have different coding languages that we can use. And right here we have our own projects, but I will not use any of those, I will just use the main prompt box. I want to build an app that will help people implement good habits. So I typed, create a mobile friendly habit tracker that allows users to define, monitor, and complete daily, weekly, or custom habits. Additionally, the app should integrate AI features to suggest new habits based on the user's personal goals and challenges. And now we will just simply click on Prototype with AI. And here, Firebase Studio gives us a roadmap about the app. It looks pretty good to me, so I will click on Prototype this app. And while Firebase Studio is building the app, let me show you my actual strategy. First, I need to be as descriptive as possible. Second, in each prompt, I can suggest 1 or 2 changes max, so the AI doesn't start hallucinating and changing a bunch of different things. And third, if I need any help with anything, I will simply ask an LLM like Gemini or ChatGPT for what I should do. As we can see, Firebase finished building the app. Here we have a welcome section. Here we can enter our goals, and here we can enter our challenges. Alright, let's try to use it. So let's say I have a goal to start meditating. And over here, let's say my challenges are lack of focus. Here I can click on suggest habits. And nothing is happening because we haven't yet entered our API key. So in order to do that, we'll simply go to Google AI Studio /app/API keys, and over here we'll simply click on create an API key. Then we'll need to come over here and select a Google project. I will select this one, and then we'll click on create API key. And now this is our API key. And always remember, you should never share your API keys with anyone. Treat them as passwords. So I will copy it, come back to Firebase Studio and paste it in. And I will click on continue. Nice, now our API key is integrated, so let's fill in again all the information. Start meditating, and our challenge is lack of focus, and I will click on suggest habits. AI has suggested habits based on your input. So let's tell the AI what exactly we are not seeing. I don't see any suggestions. Fix that. Okay, now supposedly fixed it, so let's test it. I added the same things again, and I will click on suggest habits, and boom, over here we have the suggestions. These are good suggestions, these are very good suggestions, but I really don't like the way this app is structured, so we should change that. So I wrote, hey, I really don't like how this app is structured, make it be easy for the user to use and navigate, and I click on enter. Alright, much better now. Here we can enter our goals again, our challenges. We can click on suggest habits, and the AI will suggest habits we should adopt. So let's test if it works again. I will say I want to get to 10% body fat, and my challenge is that I love eating cakes. And that, I mean, it is true, I can't really lie. And I click on suggest habits. Let's see what habits the AI will suggest. Track your calorie intake daily using a food tracking app. Limit processed sugar intake, especially from cakes and desserts, once or twice a week. These are very good suggestions. Like, you can see how an app like this has so much potential. Like, so many people could actually benefit from using this app. We just need to make it very easy for people to use it. So now what we should do? I say we're adding more sections that would be useful to the user. Let's say you don't have any ideas. What you can simply do is come over here and say, hey, add in more sections that would actually benefit the app's user and make his experience more enjoyable. Alright, and this happened. We can see here we have AI suggestion sections and a habit tracker. So we can just add our own habits. So for example, let's say I want to go to bed at 11 p.m., which is pretty ironic because at the time of this recording it's past 11 p.m. But it is fine, just for the video. And we'll click on add habit, and boom, we have it in the track habits. I want to go to bed at 11 p.m. But if we actually manage to do this, there is no way we could actually check this, so we know we did it. So let's create a feature that does exactly that. So I wrote, I want to be able to check off things that I actually did, and also be able to keep track of them, and be able to see the data to see if I'm actually consistent. I run the prompt, and let's see, we're back over here again. Let's add a habit. This time let's make it go to bed before 12 p.m. This time let's add in a habit. And boom, as you can see right here, guys, we can check it off and nothing is happening. We can just check it off. Well, that's not good. So we'll come over here and type, when I check off a habit, I want it to go to a section that says it is done, and also be added to a database so I can see whenever I want to if I actually managed to do that habit. Click on enter. Alright, now we have this bar. Let's see how it works exactly. So I will say edit the new video, click on add habit, and let's say I did edit the video. I click it off, and overall completion, and it also tells us the date that we completed the task. Alright, that is good, but this is not very functional. We need to change how all this stuff functions. So we'll actually screenshot this, and I will go over to Gemini, upload the screenshot I just took, and say, hey, I am building an app with Firebase Studio. I don't like how this is functioning. Analyze the image and give me prompts I can give to Firebase to make this app very easy to use and navigate. Click on enter. Now what will happen is Gemini will give us the prompts that we'll give to Firebase Studio to actually build us an amazing app, which is awesome. And that is a very good trick. Like, if you don't have any more ideas about an app that you're building, or you honestly don't want to be bothered thinking about them, you can just simply take a screenshot, give it to Gemini or ChatGPT or Claude or any model, and simply ask it to give you prompts to make the app better, and it will literally give you the prompts. How awesome is that? So Gemini gave us all these prompts. Let's read them a little bit. So active habits and allow completion. Alright, clarify completion, flow feedback, improve layout and structure, make alright, this look pretty good. But we will obviously not give them all at once, because remember, the rule is 1 or 2 changes maximum, because if we give all of this to the AI, it will simply not do any of those. It will just do something else completely. That's what usually happens when you give very large prompts to models like this. So we'll just simply take the first one, for example, copy, come back to Firebase Studio and simply paste it and click on enter. And boom, look what we got here, guys. We have a calendar inside our app, which we can choose the date that we want the habit to be added at. So if I say, take the dog for a walk, I can select the dates. So let's say I select 29, I click on add habit, boom. And if I click here, it's completed. So now we'll go back to Gemini, we'll copy the second thing, we come over here, we paste it. So I will do this for all Gemini suggestions, and I will be back. And boom, what I literally did was simply go over to Gemini, copy each suggestion you made one by one, and simply pasted them all inside Firebase Studio. I made 0 changes on them. That's all I did. And look what we got, guys. Look what we got. We got habit tracker here, AI suggestion, and history. Here we can add our habit. So let's say I wanna create an amazing app. I select the date over here. So let's say I want to do this at 23 of the month. Click on add habit, new habit added to the tracker. Here we have the habit, we can click it off, and here we see today's progress. As you can see, it is kind of buggy now, but we will fix this. Let's also see, here we have the suggestion section. I made no changes in this one. Here we have a history, where we can see all of our habits and when they were completed. Alright, so we have this now. Let's make some more changes. And we're back. I made some very small changes to make it look slightly better, improve a little bit the progress bar, brought the check to the left of the habit because before it was literally on top of it. So you will see if I add a habit, let's say for example at the 9th of the month, and let's say read a book, click on add a habit, the habit was added, and if we go over here, you can see I can click right here and I can change the habit. So for example, let's say I want to make it don't read a book, for example. I click on save, the habit name was changed, and if I complete the habit, I simply click over here and the progress bar goes up to 100%. Now if I add another habit over here, let's say workout, and click on add habit, you can see it went up to 66%, but there's a mistake here because one of these habits is not at the 9th of the month. So let's fix that. So I will simply type, hey, the progress bar should move differently for each day of the month. So a habit I have on a different day shouldn't make it move in another day. And see guys, that's what I meant. Like you will see silly little issues like that. Like this is a silly issue, but we can fix it easily. But I'll leave this stuff in the video so you guys can see what actual issues you will encounter and how you can fix them. So let's test it out. Let's delete all of our habits. Let's say, oh, in fact, let's not delete all of them. Let's say we want to add a habit to the 16th of the month. Let's come over here, and this time, let's say, do yoga. I don't do yoga, but maybe you want to do yoga, so let's add it as a habit at the 16th of the month. Alright, now let's say we completed. We did yoga, and again, it's on 33%, that is not good. Let's fix it in another way. Let's say each habit should have a specific date next to it, and the progress bar should move according to that day. Let's see. Alright, we click on 16th of the month, again we only see 33%. On 16th of the month, I only have one habit for that day, but the bar is at 33%. That shouldn't happen. It should be 100 since I completed it. If I add another habit that I haven't played in, it should go at 50%. So make it use that logic for every day. Well guys, now I think that I fixed it. So let's say read $100 million offers, Alex Ramones' book. We click on that habit and boom, look at that guys, look at that. The bar is at 50% because we haven't completed the task. So if we come over here and click on it, boom, it is at 100%. And if let's say we go to 17th of the month, you can see the bar is at 0%. That is amazing. That's literally exactly what I wanted. So you can see how we kind of troubleshooted it and managed to do what we want. We had to use different ways of saying it, but we managed to do it. So I will leave this section as it is now. It looks pretty good to me. And let's go to AI suggestions. So over here we can enter our goals, and here are the challenges we face to complete the goals. And guys, look at this. This just gave me an amazing idea. Like, here are common good habits, like drink 2 liters of water, exercise for 20 minutes. Like, this is a useful section, but something else that we can really use to market this app came up in my mind. So what I want to do is have common habits of celebrities. So for example, let's say common habits of Elon Musk, common habits of Jeff Bezos, and we can literally market this app as, oh, if you download this app, you can follow the same habits that Elon Musk follows, and make it easy for people to follow these habits, because they're gonna have them step by step. Oh, Elon Musk does this, then he does this, then he does this, which is, honestly, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think it's a very good marketing strategy and a very interesting feature. A lot of people will be interested in that feature, and I've never seen it. So let's do this. For example, obviously I wanted to actually find the habits of celebrities to use them, but let's do some dummy data for now, just so you guys see how it works. So I wrote, hey, I want you to create a celebrities habit section where the habits of very known celebrities will be visible so people can follow them. They need to have a button next to them where the user can just click on copy, and the habits of that person would be all added into his habit tracker. And I will click on enter. Alright, over here we can see celebrity habits. Oprah Winfrey, meditate for 20 minutes, read an inspirational book, practice gratitude, and all of these other celebrities. We simply click on copy habits, celebrity habits added to your tracker. So if we go back to our tracker, we don't see anything. That's not good. So we need to say, hey, I copied the celebrity habits, but they weren't added into my tracker. Make sure they are added as daily habits as well. Let's fix that. And also guys, we can make it like daily, weekly, monthly, whatever we want. We could give the person the option to choose. Oh, I want to follow this person's habits weekly or monthly. But obviously, since I'm just building it now in a limited time frame, I just want to show you how you can basically build it. So again, if we go to celebrity habits, click on copy habits, let's see, we go back to our habit tracker, click on a day, I don't see any habits, that is not good. So how can we fix this? Let's try another way. Come over here, I will type. So I wrote, hey, when I click the copy button on the celebrity habits, make sure that they are actually added to my habit tracker, because now they aren't. Click on enter. If we go back to celebrity habits, this time let's copy Billy Gates habits, go back to the habit tracker, we don't see anything again. And guys, after a lot of troubleshooting, I have been almost here for like an hour. I actually managed to fix it. Like what I did was take the celebrity section out, I put it inside the habit tracker, and then as you can see here we have the celebrities, and I prompted to put a plus icon next to each habit of each celebrity, so when you click it, it actually gets added to our today's habits over here. And if we click it, you can see right here the progress bar moves on. So yeah, that was a lot of troubleshooting with this one. It had a very hard problem recognizing and transferring data between two different sections, but we actually managed to do it. So that's great. So this section looks pretty good. Obviously we can improve the way it looks and add in more features as well, but I think it's pretty good for now. Let's move on to the other section. So let's go to the AI suggestion section. So this looks pretty good to me. So now what I think we really need to do is make this app look significantly better, because we have the core functionalities of the app dialed down. Like the app is very functional, but what we need to do right now is to actually make it look pretty good. So how are we gonna do that? We could try to prompt Firebase Studio to make it look better, but I'm not gonna use this tactic, because this tactic usually doesn't work very well. So what I will actually do is this. Interesting feature, a lot of people will be interested in that feature, and I've never seen it. So let's do this. For example, obviously I will need to actually find the habits of celebrities to use them, but let's do some dummy data for now, just so you guys see how it works. So I wrote, hey, I want you to create a celebrities habit section where the habits of very known celebrities will be visible so people can follow them. They need to have a button next to them where the user can just click on copy, and the habits of that person would be all added into his habit tracker. And I will click on enter. Alright, over here we can see celebrity habits. Oprah Winfrey, meditate for 20 minutes, read an inspirational book, practice gratitude, and all of these other celebrities. We simply click on copy habits, celebrity habits added to your tracker. So if we go back to our tracker, we don't see anything. That's not good. So we need to say, hey, I copied the celebrity habits, but they weren't added into my tracker. Make sure they are added as daily habits as well. Let's fix that. And also guys, we can make it like daily, weekly, monthly, whatever we want. We could give the person the option to choose. Oh, I want to follow this person's habits weekly or monthly. But obviously, since I'm just building it now in a limited time frame, I just want to show you how you can basically build it. So again, if we go to celebrity habits, click on copy habits, let's see, we go back to our habit tracker, click on a day, I don't see any habits, that is not good. So how can we fix this? Let's try another way. Come over here, I will type. So I wrote, hey, when I click the copy button on the celebrity habits, make sure that they are actually added to my habit tracker, because now they aren't. Click on enter. If we go back to celebrity habits, This time let's copy Billy Gates' habits, go back to the habit tracker, we don't see anything again. And guys, after a lot of troubleshooting, I have been almost here for like an hour. I actually managed to fix it. Like what I did was take the celebrity section out, I put it inside the habit tracker, and then, as you can see, here we have the celebrities, and I prompted to put a plus icon next to each habit of each celebrity, so when you click it, it actually gets added to our today's habits over here, and if we click it, you can see right here the progress bar moves on. So yeah, that was a lot of troubleshooting with this one. It had a very hard problem recognizing and transferring data between two different sections, but we actually managed to do it. So that's great. This section looks pretty good. Obviously we can improve the way it looks and add in more features as well, but I think it's pretty good for now.